Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jev, and welcome to Season 6 of Fortnite. I'm sure that every single place that you turn today is probably just filled with all of this Fortnite shit you're probably tired of, but I haven't played it yet, so this video may be going up a little bit later than usual. Maybe, maybe not. Had a whole bunch of stuff to do today. Alexis ended up having her wisdom teeth taken out, so that's been fun. It's actually fun. So as you can see already, I mean, look at this background. It just looks awesome. You can also hear the OG music. It's actually remixed, so it's not OG, but it's the OG music. Sounds super nice, real clean. A lot of people have been asking for like the OG nostalgic music for the game. I don't really have too much of a nostalgic feel on it. I mean, maybe it's just because I've played other games for longer periods of time than just, what, a year at most that most people have played Fortnite Battle Royale anyway. A year for me doesn't really instill. It's really cool that they brought that back for people that want to feel the nostalgia. I just don't know how anything could be nostalgic within a year, but all right. Nostalgic implies it would be like really long ago. Still gonna be playing 50v50 though. I don't give a fuck. So we'll take a look at the battle pass here. Got it completely maxed out because content creator. I never really felt much, I guess, reward for leveling through this whole thing like that. I tried doing that in earlier seasons where I'm like, oh no, I won't buy all of them, or maybe I'll just have like the head start thing and then just grind from there and then, you know, hopefully unlock it later. But the issue would arise where I was just completely behind everybody else that was showing off all of their cool skins to where I'm just like stuck sitting here trying to be prideful and shit. I just had way too many times where by the time I had actually made it to the skin that I was grinding for, everybody else had seen it for days, weeks. No one cares that whenever I do it, so I just kind of stopped doing it. Just get the whole battle pass and just enjoy everything for what it is. Got that whole llama over here that was in the league. It actually looks pretty cool, a lot better than in the picture that I thought he was gonna, you know, look like originally. We got this cowboy girl that ends up having multiple levels to her, so she upgrades more and more into this fucking beast. Turns into that, and then watch this shit. Boom, bitch! It looks super nice. Got a whole bunch of other stuff on here. You know, you got the dances, emotes, and little sprays and all that cool shit. Not gonna really go through all of that. You got the gliders in here. Some of them are really cool. And also, we got the new back blings here, which are pets. There's different colored dogs, fucking dragons. These pets are super cool and adorable. Definitely gotta go with the one that looks like Nami. Probably will swap it back and forth between Nami and Ari. If I could get two pets on my back, that'd be great. Just saying, Epic. I just want to have a duo of pups on my back while I'm just, I mean, really just eating shit. But so let's just skip to the shit that everybody cares about. We'll go all the way to the end, and we end up getting, we got the nightshade, which is this weird tomato thing, kind of spooky. You got this vampire girl, Dusk, which honestly up there for me, this thing would have been even cooler than the cowboy girl if she had some sort of like upgrades into something that's kind of like the female Reaper almost, or maybe into like more vampire-ish type of shit. I thought that would be really cool. And obviously the theme of this whole thing, I think people are really just dressing up, or in other cases like the final skin here on this battle pass, they're actually transforming into the real thing. The more you level up, the more and more aisles of werewolf that you can become until you get the final blacked out with the gold nunchucks and shit. It's just, it's so cool. I'm happy that they didn't really overdo it with the skins this time as far as like the final skins, because the drift skin ended up going from like something that looked pretty weak at first into something that started looking really cool with the hoodie on, and then the mask and all that shit. The mask with the hoodie is definitely my favorite version of it, and then it started getting a little ridiculous with the layers and layers and layers of clothing that they have on. Just for this game, it just makes it look really bulky and just really over layered. I mean, I'm one to talk. I'm always wearing like 3 shirts, but they obviously changed the map here. All of this here, there's like a storm that's like traveling around, and the cube ended up picking the middle part up now, and the whole thing is still bouncy, I guess. So is the whole lake still bouncy, or is it now up in the air and it's just hovering there? You'll also notice that there's these rune areas here. When you go and land over at these, with this cool fucking glider, by the way, with my dog on my back, there are actually little cubes. I think they're called like shadow stones or something like that. Oh, my dog's barking. I mean, this shit just looks so good. Everybody's just landing there. Doesn't matter. Usually at these rune areas, you would come across these shadow stones, which actually turn you into basically a spirit that is pretty difficult to see. Like, they're barely visible, and if you stand completely still, you're completely invisible. You're not invulnerable, but you're invisible. A lot of people are not big fans of these rocks because they just seem a little ridiculous and just, I don't know. It feels abusable being completely invisible. You can't damage anybody while you're invisible. And when you come out of your stealth by, I guess, like trying to shoot or whatever, you can't shoot right away. So it's pretty balanced in that sense. But it's definitely pretty annoying just coming across people that are like completely invisible. You just walk by and they just ambush you out of nowhere. My goodness, you guys did not have to do him like that. Trying to make it over the hill. Somebody pick me up, please. Ah, shit. Teammate, hey, can you guys get me? I'm just a bouncing please, what? Look, Nami's even protecting me, man. Look at her. Don't touch my human. Oh, there's a reason why I didn't come across the shadow stones. They're disabled. There was actually some sort of bug with it that made it so you were permanently invisible, or you could fire weapons while invisible, or some shit like that. Or there's like an infinite amount of time that you can stay completely invisible, even if you just completely stand still. Usually it's supposed to be a time thing from what I know. Yeah, so usually at these rune areas, you'll actually have all of those things spawn. They're basically like little mini cubes. And when you consume them, that's what happens. You just end up going completely invisible. You become like this spirit thing. I'm sure you'd be able to find gameplay on. Everyone has it everywhere. There's nothing that I'm gonna cover in this video that you probably haven't already seen. Unless you're looking for the cleanest 50v50 player. What happens if I go into this storm? Do I die? Oh no, I float upwards. So I guess if you run into the middle here, you could just jump down into the hole and then it should bring you up. Holy. Okay. All right. Wait, there's a whole castle up here now. Holy shit. What's that sound? I randomly keep hearing that. Is that a gun? Is it a separate gun? I don't know. The sounds seem a little weird. It's actually kind of similar to Blackout, actually. Randomly, some things sound closer than they actually are. Really strange. I don't know. Pussy. Oh boy, yeah, you're dead as fuck. Why are you blasting her specifically in the ass? So yeah, I mean, the OG music is back. Loot Lake isn't as awful to deal with anymore. It's actually a pretty cool area now. I would actually argue one of the coolest on the map now. It's definitely the center point at this point. Obviously, at the moment, everybody's trying to experience all the new things and just see everything. And the same reason why I landed there. I still have a grudge against Loot Lake, but you know what? Loot Lake is no longer a very annoying puddle. Now it's like this cool lifted thing. I don't even know what to call it, but it's, I mean, look at it. There's still the big question mark with this whole shadow stone thing. People are kind of not really feeling it as much, especially as much as Hop Rocks, and we also ended up losing our bounce pads and stuff like that. They did say that they may look into that, but we have no idea. They're not in the game at the moment, so build battles are a little bit riskier. More people are dying to fall damage, shit like that. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. My most recent videos are popping up on the screen here. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and yeah, it's been Jev, guys. Later. I got pussy in my